Hi guys, this is basically a rundown of how can you punish and what classes, what classes can punish the Warlord Headbutt and how they can do it. I'm just gonna give you the list now. Later on you can do your own research and test it by yourself. But the thing is, an easy punish would be for a PK, an Orochi, a Berserker, a Nobushi, a Valkyrie, and a Kensei. Although the Kensei is a little bit harder, but that in a second. Those have an easy punish because they can sidestep very easily, they are fast characters, and they have a very fast attack. PK can do heavy into stab, Orochi can just do whatever, he slashes, Berserker is the same, Nobushi has a light attack that applies poison too, and you can do it as far as we have tested, and as well as a normal light attack. And the same Valkyrie, she has a very fast sidestep attack. And that's actually the same with Raider. You have to time your light attack very well with the Raider because you can cancel the dash, just with the Nobushi, you can cancel the dash into a light attack. If you do it properly, the Warden cannot block it and cannot parry it, and he will get hit for more than the headbutt stab hits. So all assassins and all hybrids except Lawbringer can punish it really easily. Now, to the Warden and the Conqueror. Both of them can obviously dodge it on reaction. I'm talking on reaction. If you do it in prediction, you're gonna get grabbed and you're gonna get punished. On reaction, you can dodge it. Warden can shoulder bash into vortex. We know that the Warlord can kinda nullify it, but it doesn't matter. Probably might get a hit on, but even so, you won't get hit. So it's not really a punish if the Warlord manages to full block the vortex light attacks. The Conqueror is pretty much the same. He can dodge it, he can shield bash before you can sidestep it, and then he can light attack you guaranteed. So it's a guaranteed punish there. As for the Warlord versus the Warlord, you can sidestep the headbutt and you can just light attack. And there's not much he can do unless the other Warlord had the guard on the same side you're attacking. Then he can have time to actually block it. And this is the same with Kensei. Come on, Ruiner, let's do this. If he attacks the side I have my guard on, well, he didn't. It's basically down to time. Okay, let's get me this right. If he is not late with his slash, he will hit me no matter where. Whereas if it's with the Warlord, if you do it as fast as possible and my guard is there, because our light attack are pretty slow and we can do only this, you can parry or you can counter it. The Warlord can counter it either way. So one more time. Easy punish is for all assassins and all hybrids excluding Lawbringer, and a time important punish is for Kensei, Raider, and the Warlord, where you probably should watch the guard for the Warlord, for the Kensei. So now to the last two guys that we didn't cover, that would be the Shugoki and the Lawbringer. Shugoki, he can sidestep it. You can train it. You can sidestep it on reaction, but you cannot really punish that. You have nothing to do. It's very slow. It's very not really nothing you can do. All you can do is when you have hyper armor, when I shield bash, all you can do is while the shield bash hits, while you see the shield bash happening, you can just light attack. So you trade. You do more damage with a light attack than I do with this poke. So you can only trade, but that only works with actual hyper armor. And now back to to the Lawbringer. He doesn't work. Yo, Ruiner, dodge some stuff. Show them that it's possible. Oh wait, that was bad. You can train doing it on reaction. Obviously, you will need some time to learn, but you can train doing it on reaction. Every character can. So, now back to the Lawbringer. Lawbringer can do nothing. He cannot trade it, he cannot punish it, he can only shove somebody after he avoided. I do headbutt, the Lawbringer jukes to the left, and he can only shove. If you somehow get the timing right, and maybe you can flip the enemy, but generally you can only shove the enemy, and the light follow-up from the shove will not connect because the Warlord can block it. Sure, it's a very, very fast one, and maybe you can hit it, but generally it's not possible. So if you don't want to get annoyed by the Warlord headbutt, I advise you taking a friend, making him spam this move for eternity, and you can nail it down. The poke really does not do this much damage. You can out-trade him with most characters, and he will stop doing that. If he sees you're like, oh, you avoided 1, 2, you avoided like 4 out of 5 tries, he will stop. Maybe he will like mix it up later with a cheeky mix-up, but generally he will not be eager to do that. So, I hope you will not be as salty when you face Warlords. They are strong, but they are definitely counterable, and you can punish them with the spam. But it's only sidesteps, remember. If you step backwards, you're mostly screwed. Even if the headbutt doesn't connect, you still have the poke that actually has a very far reach. You see? He's backstepping it, but I sometimes reach it, sometimes don't. It's not safe. Mostly because of the connection, you get hit anyway. But if you time it well, like you see, you can still do it. But this is a wasted move because you cannot punish the Warlord. So try to avoid doing wasted moves. Try to avoid free hits because every hit counts in the end. And if you're one of the classes that is not Shugoki or Lawbringer, you sure as hell should punish the headbutt spam. So I hope you learned something. Thanks for watching. Thanks to Ruiner for helping me out, discovering all that. And see you soon.